Alright, so in this demonstration, I will be showing how to create a homemade lava lamp using a glass mason jar, some water, some pure vegetable oil, blue food coloring, and an Alka-Seltzer tablet, which is composed of citric acid and sodium bicarbonate, or baking soda. And when it reacts with water, it releases CO2 into the atmosphere, and it's a reaction between an acid, which is the citric acid, and a base, and the sodium bicarbonate. So the first step is to pour some water into the mason jar, add a couple drops of food coloring, add some oil into the mason jar, and as we can see here, due to the densities of both oil and water, the water and the food coloring are going to stay at the bottom because they have a higher density, and oil is going to stay at the surface because it has a lower density compared to water. And this will give this layer-like appearance in the mason jar. So then, once we add the Alka-Seltzer tablet to the water and the oil, it's going to react with the water and cause bubbles of CO2 to start rising to the surface, as we can see in the corner here. And as the reaction proceeds faster, it'll bring up larger bubbles of water and food coloring to the surface. And due to water's polarity, it's going to form hydrogen bonds with water molecules near it, and that's what causes these droplet-like forms to go to the surface and then drop back down because of the hydrogen bonding between the polar water molecules. And as the reaction proceeds, there's going to be more CO2 released into the atmosphere, and larger formed bubbles of water and food coloring are going to rise with the CO2 into the oil. And once they reach the top of the oil, they will go back down because of the densities. And once they reach the top, they'll go back down into the water and the food coloring because the density of water and food coloring is higher than that of oil. And as we can tell here, the Alka-Seltzer tablet has almost reacted fully with the water, and therefore less CO2 is going to be released. But we can always add more Alka-Seltzer to the mixture to start back the reaction again and have the lava-like effect. And therefore, that's how we create a homemade lava lamp.